Hi guys, this is Professor Sarah. So writing an essay is very important. You can use these skills not only for your test, but when you're making a presentation, or maybe when you're doing your assignments in your school, or maybe after you are graduating from your university and you're employed by a company, you can write your opinions, just simple essay or just simple report or even an email. It's all called writing. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the most important part for your writing an essay. What is it? It's called thesis statements. What is thesis statement? Thesis statement, it's your main idea or main argument of the whole essay. So when you're writing an essay, okay, or when you're reading an article, there is one big main idea. You usually show this main argument in the beginning of your essay, which is in the introduction. So when you read that sentence, it's very clear and it makes readers to understand the whole essay. It's like a hint, it's like a clue. So when readers read these thesis statements in the introduction, they can expect, okay, so I think this writing will be about this. Maybe, oh, this reading or this article will talk about this issue. Okay, so it's very important because it opens the reader's mind and eyes and, to see and have a basic understanding of what this writing is about. Okay. Okay, so what is thesis statement? Let's talk about what thesis statement is. So thesis statement is very important because if you choose a good thesis statement, that means you can make a good essay. If you choose a bad thesis statement, you can never make a good essay. So thesis statement is like a foundation, okay, and it's a beginning point of making a good essay here together. Okay, so you have to be familiar with this picture again. Okay, I'm going to remind you with this picture whenever we start our lessons on how to write an essay. So let's review. So you have to, close your eyes. Maybe you can close your eyes and you can come up with this picture, okay, in the future later. Okay, so that means you have to memorize this structure. This is outline of an essay, okay? Introduction, body, conclusions. Topic sentence is very important. Topic sentence, it's the beginning part of each body paragraph. Body paragraph number 1, 2, 3. And why is it important? Because that makes you focus on the reading, okay? So topic sentence is like a summary of each body paragraph, okay? And they have to be related to each other and they have to be related to the thesis statements. What is thesis statement? So topic sentence, it's like a topic of the whole essay, whole body paragraph. But thesis statement, it's the main idea of the whole essay. Okay, thesis statement is in the introduction, okay, and you are going to write thesis statements that can represent the whole idea of the essay. Let's talk about in more details together. So how can you write a thesis statement? Writing a thesis statement is one of the most important parts of crafting an essay. Without it, the audience is not informed as to what the purpose of the essay is or your take on it. What does that mean? So thesis statement is very important. Why? Because it tells you the reasons, the purpose of the whole essay. Okay? So in the introduction, they give you, okay, this is the reason why I am writing about. So a thesis statement is a short statement which offers the reader information on what the essay is about, okay, stating its main point. Okay, so thesis statement is main argument. Okay, that's the key point. Thesis statement should appear in both the introduction paragraph as well as the conclusion paragraph of the essay. So if you go back to the structure, thesis statement is in the introduction, okay? And then you can also repeat this in the conclusion to make reminding points. So here it says restate thesis. So thesis statements, it's the same thing, just one. Okay, one thesis statement is in the introduction and also in the conclusion part. Okay, so this statement is a roadmap of the whole essay. Okay, and it's very important because it gives you hint to the reader that what we're going to talk about. Okay, so they can expect, what can you expect in the text of the whole document? You can figure out by the thesis statement. Thesis statement answer the questions, okay, that readers has asked. Okay, so maybe you're writing an essay and the reader can ask you the question. Okay, not directly, but maybe it has to be something that the readers might be curious. Okay, so this statement, it should be disputable. What's disputable? That means debate. Okay, so your thesis statement should include your opinion. So some people agree with this, some people disagree with this. Okay, it's not a fact. It's true or false, but it's about agreement or disagreement, and there is argument. So disputable means your thesis statement maybe, okay, can bring a discussion, can bring debate. Okay, this statement is a single sentence. That means it's one sentence and it's at the beginning of your essay. Okay, and it presents your argument. So it's in the introduction. Sometimes you have your own topic. The topic is assigned. Sometimes the topic is not assigned. Okay, maybe I will ask you to write a topic on maybe culture, or maybe I'll ask you to write your topic on maybe your family. Sometimes I will not ask you to write something, but I will say you can choose your own topic that's for non-assigned subjects. Okay, so it depends on situation. So if the topic is not given to you, you can choose freely. Okay, and then so you have to choose your topic first. Okay, and once you make your topic decided, you have to make your thesis statement. Okay, so thesis statement, you should include these 3 points. Okay, let's read it together. Number 1, ready, go. Thesis statement shows one main argument. Okay, the important thing is it's one, it's not multiple. Okay, it has to be one single big argument. Okay, next one, it gives space for people to disagree. So I say that it's actually disputable, right? Disputable means can agree or disagree. So some people can agree with your opinion, but some people maybe will not agree, will disagree with your opinion. And it's your responsibility to give that space, okay? So it is very important to give your opinion, okay? So people can agree and also disagree, okay? Making them agree, it's not your purpose, okay? Because some people need to disagree with your opinion too. That means your idea is good. It can be your argument, it can be your disputable idea. Okay, and it shows your personal conclusion on the topic. Okay, so I will say, okay, exercise is important. Some people disagree. Oh, they think working is more important, but you have to have your own conclusion. You think exercise is important. That's your personal conclusion, even though there are people who don't agree with your opinion. Okay, so what's the main point of the essay? What are the views on the topic? Can you find any research to back your opinion or even change it? So when people look at your topics, and your thesis statements, they must be aware of this. They must figure out this, your views and main points, right? Okay, This is for assigned subjects. So I talk about non-assigned. Non-assigned means topic is not given, but this is the case when the topic is given to you. So as with the assigned essay, it's very important, okay, to write your own thesis statement, okay, because there is specific subject, okay, and you have to make the thesis statement related to that subject, okay. Okay, here is an important part. Let's read it together. Go. Thesis statement, this statement neatly sums up the main point of the essay. Neatly means clearly, okay, clean, okay. So the whole essay, okay, the main point, that's what the thesis statement does. It gives you a brief look into what's going to be discussed in more depth through the piece of writing. So by looking at the thesis statement, you have to, make sure the readers, figure out, oh, what is this essay talking about? What's the main point of this essay? Okay, what's the view on this topic? Okay, oh, is there any research to back your opinion or even change it? Okay, so if your readers say yes to these 3 questions by looking at your thesis statements, then your thesis statement is very good. Okay, so these are the checklists. After you write a thesis statement, you can check it. Okay, is your thesis statement debatable, disputable? Can they agree or disagree? Does it state an opinion, okay, or provide an angle on your topic? That means perspective. You have your view, okay. Does it state your topic? Okay, so your topic is life. Does it talk about life? If it doesn't talk about life, if it talks about only culture, that means it's not a good thesis statement. Does it let readers know the main idea of the essay? That's the whole purpose of the thesis statement. Is it specific but not too specific that I cannot develop it well for the length requirements of my assignments? Okay, this is also important points. Thesis statement can be specific but not too specific, because if you write too specific or too detailed thesis statements, then means you're writing too much, because thesis statement is just the beginning part and it's in the introduction. You cannot write too much in the introduction. You have to write details and make it specific in body paragraphs. Okay, that's the function of body paragraphs, but this is in the introduction, so you cannot write too specific. Okay, so this is an example, okay? It's a little bit complicated. We're going to deal with easier examples later, but let's talk about this example. So you have your topic, you have topic questions, okay? Maybe you're writing a TOEFL exam, you're writing an essay, and then your question is, how does unemployment affect homelessness? What's unemployment? Unemployment means no job. Homelessness means no home. You're living on the street, okay? So your thesis statements can be unemployment affects homelessness in 2 ways. It causes a rise in how many homeless people there are, which in turn has an effect on how much money is being spent on charities such as food banks and homeless shelters, okay? This is very specific, but not too specific, okay? Because in body paragraphs, okay, we're going to talk about these thesis statements and explain in more details, okay, by being specific. Okay? So your thesis statements can be, yes, unemployment affects homelessness. This is okay. That's a little bit too, that's a little bit general, okay? It's a little bit big picture, but your thesis statements also can be specific like this, okay? But you shouldn't give reasons or details on thesis statements in introduction, but you have to explain it in details and specifically, in body paragraphs, okay? So let's talk about more examples, okay? You have to remember this. Thesis statement is bigger than topic sentence. So that means thesis statements should include topic sentences. Okay, so topic sentences, maybe there are 3 topic sentences, okay, but there is just 1 thesis statement, and they have to be all included in thesis statement. Okay, So this is the example, okay, very good example that we can go over together. Okay, topic is cultural difference of the whole essay. Okay, so we have to make an opinion on cultural differences. So make sure, you know, when you see this checklist, is your thesis statement debatable? You have to give opinion. Okay, it has to give you a view. Okay, does it include your topic? Okay, is it not too specific? Okay, that's very important. Cultural difference, it is very important to understand and respect cultural differences. So this is my opinion. Okay, some people think cultural differences is very important. Okay, it's very important to understand and respect cultural differences. So some people agree, but some people maybe disagree. Some people think cultural difference is not very important. Maybe characteristics are very important, and it's more considerable than cultural differences. So first one, I checked. Okay, it's debatable, and also it's my opinion. Okay, I think it's very important. This is my opinion and this is my view. This is my own perspective. So I can check my number 2 checklist. Okay, here. Yes. Does it state your topic? Yes. My topic is cultural differences, and I state my topic here in my thesis statement. Is it specific or not too specific? It's very important to understand, respect cultural differences. So it's specific, but not too much, not too detailed, because I'm going to talk about my details in my topic sentences and my body paragraphs. And my thesis statements includes all topic sentences. You know, my topic sentences, it's bigger than topic sentences. My thesis statement is much bigger than topic sentences, so it can embrace it. Embrace means hug. You can give hug to topic sentences. Let's go over next one. So my topic here is trend, okay? And my thesis statement includes my topic, which is trend. And does it include my opinion? Is it debatable? Is it disputable? Does it show my perspective or my view? Let's check the checklist. There are negative signs of following the trend. So this is my view, negative. My opinion. Some people agree with this statement. Some people think there are positive signs of the following the trend. But I think there are negative signs of the following the trend. So my answer can be, agreeable by some people, but not by everybody. So that's good. My topic sentence number 2 is, it is not recommended for young people to follow the trend. So not recommended is my perspective. It's disputable. Disputable means some people can say, yes, you're right. Some people say, no, you're not right. So that's a good thesis statement. And my thesis statement, okay, includes my topic sentences. So is it bigger or is this bigger? My thesis statement is bigger than my topic sentences, right? So trend is changing very fast and it doesn't last forever. Trends makes you lose your own identity. To follow the trend, it costs you a lot of money. This is very specific in detail, but my topic sentences, okay, is detailed and specific, but my thesis statement is not too specific. It's specific, but it's not too specific. It's broad, and it can include my topic sentences. So this is good example of thesis statement. Okay, so thesis statement is an idea, opinion, it's a conclusion about your topic. And it's the last sentence of your introduction. So where can you write it? You can write it in the introduction, okay? The first paragraph of your essay, okay? So good thesis statement, it's well developed and it's one sentence, not too many sentences, not two sentences, it's just one. And it's very clear. It focuses on the one point, okay? And based on the information you find in your reading, okay, you can prove by research. Okay, it's specific, okay, and it's also focused. That's a good thesis statement. But this is something that you shouldn't do. So you shouldn't make a questions, okay? You shouldn't say, this is not very professional. This is like children's writing or maybe diary, okay? And also for thesis statement, okay, good thesis statement is not too obvious. What's obvious? For example, it's too common sense. Education problems having in the news a lot lately. This is true, but everybody knows it. Why are you writing, something that everybody knows? Then, people lose interest. This is not so much interesting topic. Education problems having the news a lot lately. This is okay, this is meant, but not very good because it's not disputable. It doesn't have an opinion. It's just a fact. So it's a bad thesis statement. Next one, overly general. So I say thesis statement has to be specific, right? So I say educational problems exist in our world. This is too broad, okay? So you can make it more specific, and you shouldn't be emotional. For example, you're very angry because of the environmental problem and you say, okay, everybody who makes environmental problem should die. That's very emotional, okay? So you have to keep your inner peace and keep it, in a simple but specific, okay, voice. Okay, so we talk about what thesis statement is. After you're writing thesis statement, you should check, based on the checklist that we shared together. First one was, is it debatable, which means is it disputable? So can some people agree with your opinion? Okay, or maybe can they disagree with your opinion? Whether they agree or disagree is not important, but you have to give the spaces for readers to, agree or disagree. They can take one, choice, whether they want to agree or not. And, while they're reading, maybe you can persuade the readers too. So you have to leave the space for, arguments and disputable, perspective. Number 2 was, does it include your view, your angle, or maybe your opinion? Okay. So this statement is not about fact. It's about your opinion, how you see this problem, how you analyze or interpret the situations. Okay. Next one, does it state your topic? So maybe this statement is about traveling. Okay. Because traveling is your topic, so it has to be related to traveling. Last one was specific but not too specific. So 3, the previous checklist is kind of obvious and clear, but last one is a little bit hard to interpret. Specific but not too specific. Detailed but not too detailed. How can you decide if it's not too specific? How can you decide it's maybe not too broad? Okay. We're going to go over some examples, okay? We are going to use the examples that we used previously, okay, in the beginning of the lesson, and change a little bit because our example for this statement was actually a little bit broad, a little bit, general. So we want to make it more specific. Okay, let's check it together. Okay, so let's do more of examples. Okay, so remember these 5 thesis checklists. First one is it debatable? Number 2, does it include opinion or view? Number 3, does it state your topic? Number 4, does it let your readers know the main idea of the essay? So these 4 points are very straightforward and simple. So I think you know and you understand these 4 points. But number 5 is a little bit, confusing and frustrating. So number 5, is it too specific but not too specific? Okay. So specific means detail. So your thesis statement means it should be detailed but not so much detail. That's very difficult to answer and figure out because you shouldn't make it too detailed, but also at the same time you have to be detailed. Okay, how can you decide it? How can you make not too detailed but detailed? Okay, so by using an example that we used earlier, we're gonna use our thesis statement and then make it a little bit more specific, but not too specific. So now you know that thesis statement, it's bigger than your topic sentences, right? So this is the topic, cultural difference. And our thesis statement that we used previously is this. Let's read it together. Go. It is very important to understand and respect cultural differences. This was our thesis statements. Is it specific? Yes or no? Is it too specific? Yes or no? So this is actually not very specific. So it's not very good examples of, specific thesis statements. It was our topic sentences. Let's look at topic sentences together. Topic sentence 1. Cultural difference explains about different values of each country. It can show people's various lifestyle. It makes people to be aware of their identity better. So here, my thesis statement and my topic sentences, we're going to add them together. Why? Because I want to make my thesis statements more specific. So this is my results, new thesis statement. Let's read my new thesis statement. It is very important to understand and respect cultural differences. So this is same as my previous thesis statement, but I added on because it explains about different values of each country. Topic sentence 1. It shows people's lifestyle. 2. It makes people understand their identity better. So now this is specific, but not too specific. So in order to make your thesis statements, specific, you can include your topic sentences for the reasons. Okay, so your thesis statement can be stronger and more specific. That's a tip for making your thesis statement better. Okay, so do you understand how to make thesis statement better? I hope you got better understanding. So this is the formula for your thesis statement. Your thesis statement, okay? And then you're saying because and your reasons. And your reasons should be maybe your 3 topic sentences. Okay, very easy. This is how you make your thesis statement specific, but not too specific. If you write something, different here, maybe not from your topic sentences, then it's frustrating and it's too specific, okay? But if you write 3 topic sentences for the reasons, then it's not too specific. So this was my previous thesis statement. It is not recommended for young people to follow the trend. And these are my 3 topic sentences, okay? And I add them together. I combined them together and made new thesis statement because I want to make it more specific. Okay, but I didn't add other idea other than different idea other than topic sentences because I don't want to make it too specific. Let's read my new thesis statement. It is not recommended for young people to follow the trend, same, because trend is changing quick. Topic sentence 1. Makes people lose their own identity. Topic sentence 2. And it is expensive to follow. Topic sentence 3. I changed the word a little bit. I made a different word choices. For example, it says it costs you a lot of money, but I say expensive because it's maybe more clear and short, so I can include in my new thesis statement better. Okay, good. So this is how you make your thesis statement more specific. Okay, so in this simple paragraph, let's find my thesis statement. Children should not use social media because they are influenced by seeing unreal lives. Okay, so I give this is my introduction for my essay. I say children's use of social media is a highly debated issue. Parents are divided into two on this issue. Many people think that social media does not hurt children. So this is the background. And this is my thesis statement. If I just write children should not use social media, then it's too broad, it's too general. So I added to make it specific because they are influenced by seeing on real lives. Good. Next one, it starts with I because this is not formal essay, it's informal essay. So it's this one I started with I. I think a sea holiday should be preferred because while you are on a sea holiday, you can also be in touch with nature. Okay? Because, so it's specific. These are the backgrounds. And here is my thesis statement. If I just wrote, I think sea holiday should be preferred, then it's what? So why do you think so? What's the reason behind it? The readers might think that this is too broad and general. So I added more to make it more specific so readers can have a better idea to expect what this, and what this essay is going to talk about. Okay. So writing your thesis, develop your main idea, number 1, and use your supporting ideas. What's supporting ideas? That's your topic sentences. So it'll be maybe from 3 to 4. We use 3, right? And we're going to put them together into a clear 1 or 2 sentences. Okay? So we choose our topic sentences, right? And then we add them together, combine them together. Your sentence can be usually 1, okay, because it's more clear. But if it's hard to make it into one sentence because it's too long, you can make it two sentences. For example, lifestyle. It's very important to understand and respect cultural differences because it explains about different values of each country. And then you can say, and it shows people's lifestyle. It also makes people understand their identity better. There are 2 sentences, but we can know that this is a continuation of this statement, right? So that's what this is talking about. So weak thesis statement will be too general or too broad. So it's like a healthy diet is important. This is okay, but it's not very specific. And also if it's too specific, too narrow, we'll say people should include 8 servings of fruits and vegetables in their diet every day. This is like an example, it's too specific. Or maybe bananas are one of the most nutritious food on earth. This is what? This is off the topic. So these are bad examples of thesis statement. A good or strong thesis statement will be a healthy diet is important because it increases energy. Topic sentence 1, it prevents illness. Topic sentence 2, and it promotes well-being in all people. Topic sentence 3. So this is not weak and it's very supportive because the reasons after, because they all support main idea of your essay, and it introduced the topic sentences which will be followed by, your thesis statement. Okay, so now we're going to watch a small video clip on what thesis statement is and how can you apply it when we're writing an essay.
Young Ninja Writer in Training. If you want to become a writing ninja, you must learn how to write a thesis statement. Today I'll share with you the secret formula for writing thesis statements. How to write a thesis statement. What is a thesis statement? The thesis statement summarizes your position on the topic of your paper. The thesis acts as a roadmap for your readers. It tells them what the paper is about. It also helps you organize your paper. How long should the thesis statement be? It is usually 1 to 2 sentences long. Where should the thesis statement be in the paper? It should be the last sentence of your introduction. How do I write a thesis statement? Use the thesis formula. Claim, your position, plus reason, evidence, equals thesis statement. First, choose the topic of your paper. If your teacher has given you a writing prompt, that will give you the topic of your paper. For example, your writing prompt equals explain why or why not people should study a foreign language. Your topic equals whether people should study foreign languages. Now choose your position, for or against. We pick the affirmative. People should study foreign languages. Your claim equals people should learn foreign languages. Your reason equals the evidence supporting your claim. Why should people study a foreign language? Studying a foreign language is proven to make you smarter. Claim, people should study foreign languages, plus reason, because it makes them smarter, equals thesis statement. Make your thesis statement stronger by further developing your evidence. A 3-point thesis statement is the strongest kind of thesis statement. A 3-point thesis statement has 3 pieces of evidence supporting the claim. People should study a foreign language because language learning strengthens the memory, enlarges the vocabulary, and builds an appreciation for foreign cultures. Now you know how to write a thesis statement. Don't forget the formula. Claim, your position, plus reason, evidence, equals thesis statement.
Hi, I'm Matt, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at the thesis statement. The thesis statement is the core of your essay. Without it, you simply have a series of paragraphs in search of a point. So what is a thesis statement, and how do you write one? A thesis statement clearly communicates the main argument and point of your essay. It is not simply the opening sentence of your essay, nor is it a mere statement of fact. At its most basic level, a thesis statement is a claim. It explains your position and articulates what the entire paper will be about. Before you start drafting a thesis statement, you'll first need to choose your main argument. However, you can't advance or defend a valid position without understanding the argument, the discussion, or the material. So, before you take a stance on anything, make sure you understand the topic you plan to write about. If you're struggling to find something meaningful to say, you might need to review your topic and the material you're drawing your points from to make sure you've really grasped the material. You may also find that you need to write some body paragraphs to articulate your views on the subject. But don't let yourself get carried away. The more you write without knowing your intended direction, the more you may need to rewrite your draft once you do have a thesis in place. Once you've drafted your thesis statement, you'll place it into your introductory paragraph. Depending on the context, your thesis statement can be either at the beginning or the end of your introduction. If you place it at the beginning, this prime position will immediately signal to the reader, "This is what my paper is about." However, it can also come across as too direct, especially if your goal is to intrigue your readers. Instead, you may choose to place your thesis statement at the end of your introductory paragraph. This gives you some room to bring your readers in and provide some context for why your claim matters. So that's how you write a thesis statement, but what makes a thesis statement strong? Let's look at some examples and talk about what works and what doesn't. Mark Twain was an American author. Well, of course, we know that already. This is not a good thesis statement. It's merely stating a fact rather than making a claim. Let's change it to, Mark Twain was the most influential American author in history. Now you're making a claim by saying that Mark Twain, over all American authors, was the most influential. This requires arguments and evidence to support. Let's look at another bad thesis statement. I liked Lord of the Rings. Yeah? And? You can like Lord of the Rings all you want, but until you make an argument about it, this is merely an opinion, not a claim. So let's change it to this. The Lord of the Rings fundamentally shaped the aesthetic, language, and world building of modern fantasy. Now we've claimed something about the Lord of the Rings that can be supported with arguments and evidence. Whether you are able to adequately support your thesis statement depends on the content of your essay. Without a proper thesis statement, your essay is a ship without a rudder, aimlessly adrift with no destination in sight. If you feel stuck, the Chegg Writing Paper Checker can help you state your ideas clearly. Your thesis statement is what provides direction and purpose to your essay. So make a claim, support it with strong evidence, and you've got yourself a good paper.
First of all, what do we mean by a killer thesis statement? Should this thing be armed and dangerous? Well, kinda. No, we don't want to see your thesis statement show up on the evening news. But your thesis statement should aim to kill, with eloquence, suspense, intrigue, originality, and clarity. Here's an example. Humans are not genetically required to be meat eaters, so vegetarianism is the only moral choice to avoid the senseless killing of animals. It states a valid point, expresses a strong opinion, and can be supported with facts. Doesn't mean it's necessarily true, but it can definitely be debated. A thesis statement is that thing at the very beginning of your paper that tells your reader what this whole thing is going to be about. Right out of the gate, it tells your reader roughly what elements you will develop in the coming paragraphs and exactly how you feel about it. The thesis is the most important part of your essay. It's the heart, soul, and brain of your paper. Once you've got that puppy figured out, you're at least halfway home. How do you get to this promised land? Well, first you got to establish an issue or problem. Think humankind's negative effects on rainforests, the factors that enable politicians to become corrupt, the slow death of the film industry. Anything ripe for the picking, and preferably something that is not without a little controversy. The thesis shouldn't be something like, the sun makes it hot outside, because you're not going to hear much argument from anyone on that point. Instead, it should be something interesting, something that perhaps your reader hasn't previously considered. Don't hold back, go right for the gut. To make sure you've got an interesting topic, ask yourself questions someone else might ask you. Play devil's advocate with yourself until you're certain you've covered all the bases. Is it something only you would find interesting, like how affectionate your dog is right after you finish walking him? Or would it appeal to a wide range of readers, like, anything having to do with primetime television or, what's their name, the Kardashians? Is it something that can be argued empirically, like the rise and fall of the stock market? Or is it pretty much just going to be pure opinion, like what the best color is? Keep in mind that you're not just laying down the facts, you also want to get your message across. So be sure to express your thoughts on the issue. Take a strong position. It's not enough to state that for the last 20 years, America has actually become more racist than it was in the 1990s. If your position is that, maybe, I don't know, could be, who cares? It's an intriguing proposition, but it's not going to go anywhere if you plan on being wishy-washy. Either argue strongly for or against the idea. It's the only way you're going to bring your reader to their knees. Yeah! So what's a good thesis and what's a bad one? Okay, here we go. Good thesis. World travel is an essential element in any young person's well-rounded education. Bad thesis. There are some great places to visit in Europe, dude. Good thesis. More than anything else in our society, video games are responsible for the dumbing of America. Bad thesis. People are dumb. Good thesis. When an elderly person is deciding on a pet, adopting a cat is a far better option than adopting a dog. Bad thesis. Cats rule. Dogs drool. Get the idea? It should be broad enough that a large portion of your audience will be able to relate, but specific enough that you can zero in on a particular topic and really dissect it. Finally, you can't just state your thesis, drop the mic, and walk off stage. You'll need to bring some supporting points to the table. So be prepared to back your thesis up with some actual factual pieces of evidence. And while quality is certainly more valuable than quantity, have at least 3 supporting points. Any less, and your thesis is going to be a bit flimsy. Put all this together and you should have a killer thesis statement. If you're absolutely stumped and can't come up with one on your own, you can borrow ours. It gets out on parole in about 3 months.
Big Fat Review. 1. Establish an issue or problem. 2. Express your own opinion on the issue. 3. Introduce supporting topics. 4. Have at least 3 supporting points.
Okay, so we talk about what thesis statement is today. Okay, I hope you got better understanding on what thesis statement is. Okay, so I want to recommend you to practice writing thesis statement and 3 topic sentences. Okay, and then relate them together. Okay, so maybe you can choose one topic. Okay, first make topic sentences and then write a thesis statement. If you write a thesis statement first, maybe your topic sentence can be changing. But if you write topic sentences, 3 topic sentences first, and it's easier for you to write thesis statement. So the step will be topic sentence first, and then you can write a thesis statement that can embrace and include all 3 topic sentences. Okay? So I want you to practice more so you can get familiar with writing a thesis statement. Okay, so here is your simple homework. Okay, so you have to practice writing your thesis statement. When you watch my lecture, maybe you feel like you understood what it is about, but when you write it down and actually apply it to your own skills, it's not so much easy. So I want you to grab your pen or maybe sit on the computer and make your own thesis statement. Okay, so your topics, I will give you topics. Your assigned topic is leisure. Leisure means like, having free time, maybe watching movies, maybe working out, going on a picnic dates, all leisures. Time, you can talk about maybe time management, time goes fast, okay? Value of time. And next topic is perspectives. And last one is social media. A lot of people use the term SNS, but SNS is actually not used commonly, so you can use social media. So please make your thesis statement and 3 topic sentences, okay? So remember, your thesis statement has to include reasons, and they can be 3 topic sentences, okay? So you can choose one topic, okay? Make your thesis statement and reasons for topic sentences, and please upload it on your LMS so we can share the opinions and give feedbacks. We can edit it together. We can check if your peers understood it correct or not. Okay, that will be your homework. Okay, if you have any questions, please email me and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, thank you and have a good day. Bye.